Hi, everybody. This is Cari from Twinsburg Library, and I'm here with Sam. You
Hello.
able to see us in the little video on the side there. We are both in the library, but we are on Zoom, so this is kind of interesting. That's why we're not wearing masks.
Yeah.
We are socially distanced appropriately. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about Google Classroom. I know that with my 8-year-old son, and with some of my friends who have had elementary kids and middle school kids who've had some different challenges. So we're just going to give you kind of an overview of the Google Classroom space with our sample classroom. So this is from the teacher view, but I just wanted to show you here. You can see on the screen what it will look like when your child logs in. So the name of the class will be up here. Let me pull up my annotation here. Let's see, you can see my little spotlight on the screen. This says, this is the sample class, and it'll say your child's teacher's name. You may have several classes. If you click on the 3 lines in the top left-hand corner, you may have more than one class here in the left-hand menu. So if your child has gym or art, you may have to toggle between all those different classes. And you'll see what that looks like a little better when Sam shares his screen too.
Mm-hmm.
So once you're in the class, so let's say you're in the Twinsburg Library class, you will see assignments and announcements being posted. So where it says Cari Dubiel here, that is an announcement that I posted today. And then we have a couple of sample assignments from earlier, and then we also have some new sample assignments that we will be going through. So Sam is a student in my class, so you'll see how he completes those assignments here in a minute. Classwork, if you are a student, you will see lists of assignments that are due. Now, if you're a teacher, you will have this create button that you can create your own assignments as well. And then you can also see the people who's in the class, me and Sam. And then if you're a teacher, you will see a grade book. But most of you, I think, will not have the grade book because either you or your child will be a student in the class. And then if you are confused or lost, you can always click on the stream and that'll take you back to the beginning here. And there's a couple different ways to see assignments that are coming up due. This is one spot upcoming here where my pointer is, but that only shows the assignments that are upcoming for the class that you're currently on. So if you want to see multiple classes, so the gym class, the art class, you click back on the main menu there, and then it's on the left-hand side. And one cool thing that Google Classroom does is that it does integrate with your Google Calendar. So it will automatically put due dates on your or your child's Google Calendar, which is kind of exciting. I'm not going to click on my calendar because it is full of things that need to be done that you don't want to see. All right, so that's kind of the basic overview. It is pretty simple, but as you're working through it, you may run into some issues. I'm going to switch over to Sam and let him do the share so that we can see the student side.
All right. I should pop over. You should see my screen here in a second. Should be this one.
Yep, I see it.
Hey, there we go. Awesome. And let me get the annotation thing as well. Was it Spotlight, Cari, that you used?
Yep, Spotlight.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't want me to do it on this computer, so we'll just do it with the mouse.
It's okay. Sam's on a Mac.
Yeah, it's.
You never know what a Mac is gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay, so Seeing it from the student side, it looks very similar to the teacher side, which is kind of nice. Although you will only see up here instead of like the grade book and stuff like that. You can see your classwork, which is all the classwork that you have due. So there's a assignment that I think that bottom one due on the 12th was something we did last week, and then I have two more assignments I have to submit by the 16th. From here, you can view the work that you've done. Go to your Google Calendar, which these I believe should be automatically entered into your Google Calendar. And then if you have a class drive folder, which is where you Google Drive folder that a lot of the work can be stored in, which we don't want. I'm not going to go into too much here just because Google Drive is its own kind of can of worms when it comes to this.
Yeah. And if anybody has questions about Google Drive, we can always do a separate class on that.
Yeah. And people, as you can see, the different people in the class, like, so Cari's the teacher, and I believe if there's other students, I could see them here too.
You'd be able to see them.
Yeah. But no, it's just me here by myself. So if I were to submit an assignment, so this one was we wanted to submit an assignment as submit like an attachment. So if you click on the assignment, it's the name of the assignment. It will show you what, when it was posted and a brief description. Usually this is where the teacher would put like instructions for the assignment. If I click on view assignment, I'll view the whole thing. I'm gonna move this guy over here because what we really want is, so you see all the information, and then right over here is your work where you can post.
Here, I'll move our video so that you can see.
Yeah, I moved it on my end too.
Okay.
So this is where you would be able to submit your work, and you'll be doing all your submission with this box. So when you want to submit an attached assignment, so you're going to click Add or Create, and you have a bunch of different options here. So this one, we want to submit an assignment, so attach a file, which is what Cari is asking for. So when we go to Add or Create, we're going to upload a file from our computer here. And you can see I was playing around with this later. So I'm just going to do this PDF file. This one is a recent one that I uploaded for another class I was messing around with. But if we wanted to do something from our computer, we would go to Upload, then click Browse, and then choose, I'm not quite sure what is on this Mac, so this julia.pdf will work. And so I'm going to click on the item, select it, and then click Open. And it will upload itself to your Google Drive, and there we go. It will take a second for it to do it. Hooray.
Yep.
I uploaded a file. I attached it. A couple other things to note here is comments. So class comments are comments that I think if multiple people are assigned to the assignment, the whole class can see it. And then there are private comments where you can add a comment, so like this. And I think it's just a conversation between you and the teacher, if memory serves. Is that right?
Yep.
Here? Yeah. And the class comment is anyone who is in the class who has that assignment can see those. So collaboration purposes, I suppose, is what that's for.
Yep.
And when you are ready to submit the assignment, you just click on Turn In. It's going to say, do you want, just confirming that you want to turn in with that. Okay. Yay, I submitted it. And I can up-submit it too if I want. So if we wanted to go back, I can just click the name of the sample class here. It'll take me back over to the main page. We have another assignment to do. So what we could do is I could go back to classwork and choose an assignment from there. Or I can just go see in my little feed here, my stream. I can just select the assignment from here. So let's do the YouTube video. And I want to, so this is a YouTube video. Probably the best way to do this would just be submit a link. So under Add Create, I'm going to select a link. I'm going to open up a new tab here. I'm going to go to youtube.com and grab a random video link or random video.
If you actually go into...
Don't play. There we go. Yeah, just for the purposes of this, it doesn't really matter what we're choosing. Oops. Yes, forgot Mac.
Some people are really...
I tried to do a keyboard shortcut here and it didn't work for me.
Because it's on the Mac.
Yeah. There we go. And then I will just copy the link and paste. And you click Add Link. And there we go. It would then give you, then when I submit it and I click Turn In, Cari will be able to turn it in. Now, if I was a student, maybe not that particular video. I mean, depending on...
Sam, you didn't make this video. Oh, yeah, that's totally me.
Yeah, so, I mean, usually something like that, maybe the student is creating a video and submitting it.
Mm-hmm. And I have found with some of my son's classes, they don't even ask for something to be turned in on everything. But if you've done the assignment, you want to make sure you hit turn in just so that your teacher knows that it's been done. Did you want to show them the to-do list?
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to show. So the to-do list is a nice little feature that kind of breaks everything down so you can see what you need to do in a week by week or basis, or even day by day, I think. So on the 3 lines at the top, the main menu, if you click on it, and you're going to see, let me move our faces out of the way. You'll see, well, since I have a classes I created as a teacher, you can see a couple of classes I made just testing out. But under the enrolled class, which if you're just a student, this is all you'll really see. You'll see to do. So if you click on that, and I guess we should have showed this before I completed those assignments.
Yeah.
But this work that was assigned to you, you'll see them listed here as the things that you need to do. But you can also see what work you're missing. So in case if you forgot to turn something in or didn't mark it as done, they will show up here. And here's the assignments that are marked as done. And we'll give you, ones that have done early, ones that you did this week, last week, earlier. And I believe
I just gave you another assignment, so see if it shows up there.
Okay, yeah. So it looks very similar to how it looks on done. Just you'll be able to see assignments that are due. This one has no due date. If it's something due this week, next week, or even later.
Yeah, I just threw that up there just now, so that's why it doesn't have a due date. But yeah, if it has a due date on there, it would show up at that exact spot for your calendar.
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to mention about attachments is that a lot of the local schools have the Chromebooks for the kids locked down pretty hard. So if you are trying to send an email to your child, you may not be able to do that. So there's a couple of different ways around that. You can use the child's Chromebook, just like as Sam showed you, you were able to do the link directly from the child's Chromebook instead of trying to get it from your computer over to uploaded. Another thing you can do is you can sign into your child's Chrome account from either your device or your phone, especially if you need to take a picture of something from the phone. That's not as easy though if you don't have your child's login information or their password handy, or if you just don't want their information across a bunch of different devices. So if you can get familiar with the Chromebook, that is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that we can help you do at the library. If you want help learning how to take a picture with the Chromebook, we couldn't do that today because we couldn't get a hold of a Chromebook, but we're doing our best with our laptops. But if there's any other, you were able to see how you could browse from the device itself and add a file,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a link to an outside site.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add is, so most students will probably, since they are using Chromebooks, they don't have a whole lot of like storage space on there. So if they're doing their work on their Chromebook,
Mm-hmm.
they're usually going to be doing it in one of the online applications that Google has. So like Docs or Slides are probably the more popular
Mm-hmm.
ones. So a lot of times they may not even have just a file to upload. Sometimes it would just be a file on like a Google Doc file. So what they can do is when you go to choose a file to link it to, they may want to go to My Drive, which will show everything in their drive, and you don't need to see half of that because that's my personal one. But yeah, you can see, or even under recent, which is stuff that they recently worked on.
Mm-hmm.
So that may be another area to search for when helping your child upload assignment is through their
Mm-hmm.
Google Drive.
Yeah, so if you have questions still, or if there's anything in particular you want us to go over with Google Drive or any other technologies, we will be recording a series of these small videos.
Mm-hmm.
We want to customize them to you and what you need. So please give us feedback. This will be on our Facebook page, shared with the different PTAs and different school systems in the area, and it will be on our YouTube channel, right? Did I say that already?
I don't.
It will be.
Either way, it's good to reiterate.
Yeah. So thank you, and we will see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.